Hi everyone, this is going to be our final Maya lesson. We're just going to be setting up our final render settings before we render this out. So let's go ahead and open up our render settings. And let's switch back to our master layer. And let's just double check some of these final settings. So we're going to turn up our resolution to our final image size, which is going to be 4000 by 2400. And then let's go over to the V-Ray tab. Make sure we have our anti-aliasing turned on. Set to the Lanczos filter. And we'll make sure these are set to 1 and 4 and that this is locked to the DMC sampler. And then let's go over to the indirect lighting. Let's make sure ambient occlusion is turned on. And then we can set our irradiance map. We can set this to low or medium. I'm going to go ahead and use medium for this one. And then let's turn up our light catch subdivisions to 2000. And then go into our settings tab. We'll leave this where it's at. Let's turn this threshold down to 0.009. And let's increase the minimum samples up to 12. And everything else should be okay. And then let's go over to our render elements, just make sure everything is turned on. And then let's just switch over to our occlusion layer, make sure they're all turned off there, and make sure all these settings carried through, and they should. We don't need that turned on here. So that looks pretty good to me. And once everything is all set up, all you have to do is go up to render and click batch render, and it's going to render out each one of these separately. If you want to actually see it as it's rendering, you can just have one of these selected and go up and click on render the usual way. You'll just have to do that for the master layer, and then you'll have to choose the occlusion and render this one separately. But that's it. So in the next lesson, we'll see how everything turned out and start bringing these the final TIFF files into Photoshop.